Hello, hello, hello. Oh my God. Okay. How is everybody doing tonight? It's Sunday night. It is time for popcorn and props, and we are here in the fresh new studio. What is going on the? There we go. We got both the lights working now. Fresh new studio in the new house. I have internet that is fast enough to stream live. It's amazing. It's even gonna get better. So I got the Comcast hooked up. It is like 600 megabytes right now, but tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Comcast is showing up to hook up gig speed internet, and then it's just gonna be screaming fast, and I can't freaking wait. How is everybody? I hope that you guys are awesome. I went out and was flying with Schizo, which was awesome because I haven't seen dude in like it's been a minute since I had a chance to fly with Schizo, maybe like a month. We've just been busy. I've been looking for a place, finally found this place. Took me a minute to get into it, and but now I'm here, and dude, it's sweet. I love it. Check out these lights. Watch this. Boom. We got like all sorts of mood lighting. It is animatable. We can turn on the color cycle, and it's just gonna like roll through the colors, and the background's gonna be nice and pretty and dynamic and changing, and it's not gonna be the same thing all the freaking time. Wait, that's way too fast. We're gonna slow it down so it's not like just causing seizures in the background. But yeah, so what do you think? I mean, I'm a tech nerd, so my Wi-Fi lights are one of my tech indulgences. No, it is not popcorn. This is some local Georgia Terrapin Brewery. Come on, focus. Mr. Crunkles. Dang, it's even got like the stash and everything. We need some Mr. Steve up in this piece. He didn't show up and fly today. I was like super disappointed in that. I apologize that the stream was starting a little bit late. I was struggling to get home. I thought everything was set up, but then decided to make some last minute changes on where my light and reflector and microphone and everything is. And you may hear the cat over like intermittently tonight because there are interesting names for the light color schemes. This is like the Halloween theme, and then I just animated it. But yeah, you may hear the cat off and on tonight because they're cats. It's a new house. They're freaked out, and they've been a lot more vocal than normal. So, oh man, thanks Terminal. I love this shirt too. Actually, this is a design of one of my roommate, Mike, another Atlanta FPV, AFPV Wolf. If you are not familiar, he designs and sells these shirts. I should have a link in the description for this, but oh man, and there is a litter box in here. I didn't even think about that. He's gonna go and make a mess and make it stink. So before we get into popcorn and props, what this night is all about, which is checking out UrL's videos, I just want to take a second to make a couple of announcements. Number one, forged carbon frames are in stock. That is right. They're in stock and shipping. If you pre-ordered a forged carbon frame, your frame is in the mail to you, on its way to you, if it's not already in your hands. Other updates. Patreon and Discord is the bane of my existence for like the last week and a half. For some reason, basically my Patreon and my Discord server were my experimental servers when I was working for Quad Camp, and I would test stuff out there to make sure I didn't break Quad Camp, and then I decided to start up my own Patreon and do this. And because of me messing with it before, I think it was not giving the right roles to people, and I decided, well, what I'll do is I'll just delete the bot and clear out the Patreon integration and then re-add it, and it'll just be stock and it'll work. Little did I know that there's a bug in Patreon right now, and if you delete your Discord server, you can't add any other Discord server. You can't add a new one, you can't add the old one. It just says success, fail every time I try to do it. I've emailed Discord about it twice so far, and I haven't gotten any responses. I've only found people on Reddit that are having the same issue, and nobody that's got a solution. So I don't know. And when I deleted Patreon, the bot, it downgraded everybody's roles. So yeah, I don't know what's going on. So I've just kind of opened it up for tonight. We'll see how that works for now. We may have to make a smaller chat and like jump off into that. I don't know. We'll try it out. Let me think. Is there anything else? We got the Forged Carbon is shipping. We got Patreon Discord problems. Third thing is the Part 107 streams will be happening for sure this Thursday. Now that I've got the internet working and I don't have any fears about that, I need to coordinate with the guys to see if they want to do like a makeup thing on like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, one of the earlier days in the week, and then also do the stream on Thursday. But we'll check it out. Cool. I appreciate the offer, Terminal. I am just about to hop over on Discord. So if this is your first time to the stream, welcome. Thank you for coming by for Popcorn and Props, where we check out your videos. The place that you're going to submit your videos is over on my Discord server. There is a link in the description. Click below where it says the Discord server. And on the left side of the page, you'll see a section for Popcorn and Props and video submissions. Now, you're not going to be able to submit a video just yet because that is locked down. We lock it down so we can get through all the videos every night. And all right, I'm gonna hop into the show over here. What's up, guys? I think I didn't check that I've got my Discord settings set up so that I can actually hear you guys and make sure that you're going out to the interwebs. Let me just make sure that I got that all set. Nope, looks good.
What's up?
What is up, monkey?
How are you, Miro?
I am doing fantastic.
What's up, Zingy?
Hey, okay. So that is working, but I need to tweak these volumes just a little bit. And then
on my phone turned down so when mommy texts it doesn't blow up the entire
nice. All right, so we are gonna open it up for submissions now. Let's see. I gotta move the screen. Channel. And links, save it, and submit your links. All right, whew. Boom, and close. And man, I've messed with my Discord's, my stream settings and everything. Yeah, I agree, Guillermo. I had a better setup with the camera closer to the monitor before, but it is, it's a new studio. Everything's been moving around. Nothing is in a permanent location yet. Although I think I am gonna stick with what's in the background with the bookshelf and the couch and everything. I may add some more furniture here. And some things to hang on the walls, but everything is pretty much where it is. But I need to move all of the monitors and the desk situation quite a bit. All right, let's see. Where does the first one from today start? All right, so first up, we got big FPV Sunday flow around the house. Let's see, that's the button for that. Oh no, hang on. I don't want you to do that. I want you to do this. Wait at that window. There you go. Boom. So yeah, like I was saying, I've been messing around with my stream settings and everything. So you guys let me know if it gets real choppy on you. And I will tweak it some. Hopefully everything is all fine and dandy though. You on that red wine tip, huh, Guillermo?
It's lagging a little bit.
Yeah, I see that. All right, we're dropping frames. I think maybe I can just, oh yeah, that output level is crazy high. Give it a chance to catch up.
flowing now.
Yeah, I picked a little bit higher bit rate than we were using before. But I think that it ought to be able to run this stable here. Yeah, it looks like it's doing good now for me. Sweet. Dude, that is, I'm guessing that this is his yard. It's a pretty sweet yard. It reminds me of my parents' property. So how have you been, Monkey?
All good, man. All good. I haven't been able to fly a lot this week.
No, why not?
I don't know. Work. I'm trying to get as much work before I leave. I have to do a lot of stuff.
I understand. Today was the first day that I've flown in 2 weeks, and it had been 2 weeks before I flew the last time. So it's basically been a month since I had flown. I've just been packing and moving and unpacking and everything. That's right, XJet. I just turn on the permissions to submit links briefly and then shut it down. So if you didn't get in on that window, there will be another window shortly. Should have been, yeah, closed it. Only a couple got in, so there will probably be another window in like 15 or 20 minutes. Up next, we got Monkey FPV with MX Regionals. You're not trying to troll me tonight, Monkey, with some Monkey FPV is the best FPV pilot in the world. Go sub him now.
That's a fun video on the TBS line.
That was pretty good. Oh, wait. Okay, the audio for the... I see what I've screwed up on the stream. Now that's going to properly... That's why everything sounded weird to me. I couldn't put my finger on it. I didn't even notice that the video audio was coming out of my monitor, not through the headphones and into the stream properly. We done fixed it now, though. Dude, this is a pretty sweet little dirt bike track.
Yeah, I like this track. I used to race on this track.
Mm-hmm.
There's the national championship this week on that track.
That's right, XJet. We need to have a high jump contest between the quad and the motorbikes.
Dude, I love to just ride along the track.
Dang. Yeah. It's fun having a subject to chase. It's like a whole different vibe for the, I don't know, flying wise. Like, I had a lot of fun chasing the drift cars. I need to work on getting some of that footage edited and cut with some music and out. I just, yeah. Life's been hectic lately, but everything's kind of settling down. The forged frames are in. I have like 5 builds to do and ship out this week. So all of those ought to be in the mail by Friday is my goal. And yeah, so if you pre-ordered a Stingy built Stingy V2, those are on their way. And yeah, exciting stuff.
Yeah, finally, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, can't wait. My Korean V2, the non-forged one.
Yeah.
I have I'm one of the few watts I have on 4S because I'm supposed to get the new one with the 6S build.
Oh. Yeah.
I'm gonna keep it on 4S. So,
you know, your talk about batteries just reminded me of something. I did not put a fresh battery. Oh man. Yeah, I didn't put a fresh battery in my Sony, and it is at 5%. So we're gonna have to shut off my feed for briefly, so I can put a fresh pack in there.
I got my first 6S exploded on me this week. Like
I just got some fresh batteries in. I'm gonna wait till I put a battery in the camera to show you what I got. All right, I'm gonna go black.
Monkey, this is a pretty cool video. I like it.
thanks, bro.
I'm liking that jam.
I have to edit it because it's way too long.
All right,
Starting to make it pretty-
check out my fresh packs.
Your packs?
Fresh packs. China Hobby Line Black Series. I got 1100s and 1300s. Just came in.
6S?
6S. Yep.
What's, did you weigh him? Did you weigh him?
I have. I don't remember off the top of my head. I can go grab the kitchen scale and show you guys. But
The difference between the 1100 and the 1300.
I'll go grab that real quick.
For anyone that did pre-sale this past week, today's the last day. I got some 1800 6S for like, it ended up being like $20 a pack.
And speaking of batteries, look who runs out of battery. Look up the video. Look how it ends. I ran out of battery. No, 9 volts. I couldn't climb.
Oh man. All right, up next is Remy Tim with Graybeard.
Low audio for YouTube on the stream.
Like it needs to be lower, you mean?
No, it seems like it's lower compared to your audio.
We can turn it up a little bit. What- Oh, I hear a fish.
Can you hear me now?
I do. I'm not sure who that is because my Discord is covered up and I don't have that handy chat feature.
It was terminal.
Ah, Terminal. Good to have you. All right, so we're going to weigh the 1100 first, and it is 203 grams. And then weighing the 1300. Oh, why are we having such buffering problems tonight? The 1300 is 234 grams, so it's only a 30 gram difference. Honestly, I flew them both today, back to back. I've been flying the 1100s for several weeks, and today was the first day flying the 1300, and I couldn't tell a difference in the weight of the quad. I mean, 30 grams is enough to it's enough to feel it, but it wasn't like a huge deal by any stretch of the imagination. So I'm really liking these 1300s. I think I'm gonna get some more of them. By the way, my new sponsor, China Hobby Line. Thank you, sponsor daddy, for these fresh packs. Dude, I've been watching too much. What's his name? Oh my God, he's got the politics show on HBO. He always ribs AT&T and calls him business daddy. Lower the frames per second. I mean, oh, you mean like the video maybe trying to play at 60 frames per second? That's entirely possible. No, but it is trying to do the higher. That's what it is. I need to just force YouTube to be 1080p when I'm doing these. Yeah, not try to do 4K because that's gonna just wreck me. Between like uploading, monitoring the stream, downloading, and I'm also doing all of this off of Wi-Fi tonight. I haven't ran, like my cable modem is in the other room. I'm hoping they can install it in this room when they come tomorrow morning. Yeah, I still have lots of things that need to be improved. And if they can't install it in here, then I'm gonna run an Ethernet cable like along the ceiling. But you know, for now it's just, or maybe drill a hole in the wall and just pass it through. Is that? No. There's... Okay, that's weird. There is like an empty space. Is there an empty space? Or is that just a wall? I'm going to have to look at the floor plan. Surely there's not an empty space in the house. That would be creepy. Next up, Kimbo FPV. Goggles down, thumbs up. Dang. We got us a racer. I like that little ding. Dude, I do need to come on the shit show sometime. You guys do that Tuesday nights, right? Hey, what up, Morgat FPV? I know, like the whole concept of there being empty space. So like that wall is offset. I think I think it is just a wall. So I could probably just poke a couple holes in the drywall and pass an Ethernet cable through, and then patch it when I move. That would be easier than trying to run it along the ceiling all the way like around the guest bath and everything. Yeah, YouTube's angry at me because my bit rate's too low.
Yeah, I was just about to say you're getting frame rate.
Yeah. See, it's trying to do the 1080-60. There's not even an option for 1080-30. All right, so what plane are you gonna do you want to build in my garage, Guillermo? Last week I said what I was wanting to build, which is a Kit Fox. Chris, it has still been pretty hot down here. It's been like 90 degrees up until just yesterday. Yesterday it was it only got to 80. But at night it's starting to get a little bit chilly for shorts. So we're finally starting to cool down, but it's still like getting up into the 80s during the day. Yeah, I did see what happened to the Draco. That was super sad. You know, the Wilga has been one of my all-time favorite planes for years and years and years. There's 2 or 3 planes that are tops on my list. It's the Wilga, the Schlepphoff Storch, and I don't know, maybe a Beaver or a Caravan. I don't know. Those 2 though are some of the coolest stall planes ever, and I've always wanted one. I love the Kit Fox as well, but it's just not as sexy to me. But yeah, what happened to the Draco? If you're not familiar, the Draco is a super like modded out plane that they dropped a turbine engine, a PT6 in, and it's just sick. But sadly, he crashed it, and it is totaled and never coming back. It was a one of a kind beauty. All right, but up next we have Lick FPV, abandoned nitrogen plant, new bando day 2. All right, let's see if I can nail this. Dude, he's trying to do 4K 60. Y'all are killing me with these resolutions. I think it seems to be working okay with the 720-60 though. I like this backwards cut. Dude, this bando looks freaking sick. I miss bandos. We don't have any good ones left in Atlanta here. The Discord is public, and normally to talk on the stream, I have that set up for the patrons only, but I was explaining earlier that we've had some issues with Patreon, and so it is pretty much just anybody can hop in tonight. All right, now we're starting to get some aggressive. That was a nice save. Woo! X-Jet, I would guess that backwards was just footage played in reverse, is what it looked like to me. Oh, sweet, Joseph. Thank you for the Patreon sub at $15. If you guys didn't know, I got these sweet koozies, Stinger Swarm koozies that I'm shipping out to anybody that pledges at the $15 level. I've got some other merch and cool things in the works that are going to be coming up. I'd like to get those up to a monthly thing, so like every month, but I kind of want to give it a month or two to ramp up, so I kind of have an idea how many things I need to pre-order each month. So, but for right now, I've got the koozies and working on the next level, which I'm probably going to have shipping for next month. Yeah, and if you guys have recently signed up, like in the last week or so, for the koozie level, I have not sent them out because I've been dealing with the move, but I'm going to be getting those out to you guys this week. Ooh, nice.
That's a nice bando. That's some nice flag.
Dude, it's a ridiculously nice bando. I'm gonna need him to tell me where this one is. I'm gonna need a pen.
Oh man.
X-Jet couldn't hear the beep 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 of the reverse buzzer. I like that little circle. Has he already hit the circle gap in the roof? I can't remember.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, I thought so.
I want to fly this bando so bad.
I know, it looks sick, doesn't it?
Yeah, I'm just gonna reiterate what about 30 people in the chat has already reiterated. We need an address on this.
Nice rip. All right.
Yeah.
Up next is Vampire. Hell yeah, chop chop. Time to get to work. Time for some metal, I bet. Oh, dude, Vampire's going big today.
Damn.
Broke Mechanic, have a good one. Hope you're cooking something delicious. Dude, I have not whooped the house. I haven't flown a 5-inch here. I haven't flown anything. I actually had to do repairs today before I could even go fly. So now I got a working quad, and I got 2 packs left, and I'm planning to fly in the morning. Yeah, so I'm going to fly it for the first time and see how the neighbors react. Hopefully they don't get too prissy about it. We'll see.
How is Kito?
What's that?
How is Kito doing?
He's doing good, man. You know, he's got himself a new job and has been, yeah, he's just been busy with work and haven't had a chance to fly with him in a while. He's got a new lady friend and, you know, you know how that goes. So,
Yep.
but had a good fly today and plan to get together and do it again next weekend. So.
Nice. I miss it.
Actually found some new offices today. It was pretty nice.
Nice. That's good. Do a lot of scout.
The new house, it has like, the rental company has their own smart thermostat and they won't let me use my own, and theirs doesn't integrate with like the Amazon voice assistant, and it's really freaking annoying me. I've tried everything I can. Yeah, I can play copyrighted music on the live stream. It doesn't really affect it on the live stream. It will cause it to get demonetized or possibly even blocked after the fact, but I don't really do these with the purpose of... I mean, people will watch them after the fact, but if it were to get blocked in some countries, I'm not going to get that upset over it. And, you know, everybody's submitting YouTube links, so it's got to be able to be posted anyways to YouTube to begin with. Nice one, Vampire. All right. We got like 4 more, so we still got just a minute before we open it up again. Up next is Pilot in Command with the Rubik's Loop. Wait a minute. Have we got a new trick? Is this a first ever live on the stream?
It is.
All right. Now the question is, do you do it underneath this moving train?
No, I don't. Not that crazy yet.
Oh man, Mr. Verts, you're gonna be struggling there. $300 to get a ready to fly and goggles and a radio. Like, you might be able to find like a tiny whoop at that like ready to fly situation. Like maybe that new newbie drone. Nice, that was sick, Pilot.
Thanks.
Whenever we play Game of Quad stuff, Steel always kills me with the Rubik's Cubes because my rates are so much lower now. He'll do it like super low to the ground through a gap, and I can't even keep up. And also, why, yes, who was it that asked if I'd lost weight? Ben Engel. Yes, I have lost some weight. Thank you for noticing. Been doing all the things, intermittent fasting and running and lifting weights and watching what I eat, and yeah. Losing weight's a pain, but I feel a lot better now, I can't lie.
I always watch what I eat.
I hear you. Dude, that's cool with the birds.
Thanks.
Chopping some feathers.
Yeah.
No pigeons were harmed in this flight. When the spot that I was flying at just happened to have a bunch of pigeons, and I was like, okay, let's take advantage of this.
They always get out of the way.
All right, what do you guys think about the lights in the background changing? Is it distracting? Like, should I make them stay the same, or is it kind of cool that they're like shifting around?
It's a great accent.
Cool.
Yeah. slow, it's subtle. So
Mm-hmm.
Now you turn. If you turn it on to like a strobe, that might get a bit annoying.
yeah.
Yeah, I think a strobe would probably be a bad idea.
Huh.
But just so you know.
Popcorn and seizures.
It reminds me of the light emitted from like a lava.
Yeah, there's all sorts of different ways to animate it too. I don't know. I've messed around with it when it was at my house. Like the LED strips used to be behind my entertainment center, but the new house has like a fireplace with bookshelves, and I don't know. I got like the lights, just normal bulbs installed on either side of the entertainment center or the TV, which is nice. But I was like, you know what? I want to take these strips and use them along the bookshelf this time around. Oh, thank you, G4. All right, up next we got K Commander Schick chasing student-built race cars. Oh, this is cool. I kind of wonder what kind of dude, those are some pretty sick student-built race cars.
And those are fat.
It's clearly like a F1 or Formula.
Yeah, some kind of like college engineering Formula One type program.
No, we used to build those when we were kids. They used to race them and they're called mini. Build motor on a go-kart.
Was that sexy voice from Fit?
That was Fish's sexy voice, I believe.
Fish. How are you, man?
Hello, Brazil.
Man, busy. Been going between here and New Orleans every weekend.
I wish I was as skinny as Steel Mongo. I still got plenty of belly on me.
Don't be jealous of Steel. You got a much better.
Yeah, what's up? Why did he shave his mustache? That's like his logo.
I mean, it just gets old. Like, I rocked a mustache forever, and then I started with the beard. And honestly, the beard's it's getting a little bit old. I'm probably going to shave all of that off soon. It kind of sucks to, like, end up locking a look into, like, your branding. I wouldn't want to be stuck with a mustache for ever just because, you know, I'd associated it with a brand.
Yeah, but he did it from the beginning. Like,
All right, so we got 2 videos left. Be sure to get your links ready because as soon as I finish the second video here, we're going to open it up for more submissions.
yeah, more submissions.
Oh, wait, I didn't announce the guy's name. We got Hawkeyed FPV, his first bando rip. Dude, this is looking like a pretty good bando for your first bando. The question is, how expensive was this day?
I just parked a $600 quad on the top of a mountain.
Oh, that sucks.
That sucks.
I've not parked one on a mountain, but I have dunked many in the ocean. I'm up to 4.
Yeah, same.
I'm up to 6 of them living in the Colorado Rockies.
Oh man.
Oh well, they're easy to replace. No one was hurt.
Yeah. That is the upside.
that bad of a spot that you can't even consider retrieving?
I was 3 miles out and VTX failed.
Did you have a GPS on it? Is there any hope of figuring it out?
I don't run GPS, man. That's just more voltage out of the battery that you want to know.
I feel ya. Yeah, I agree, X-Jet. Flying over water scares the crap out of me. It scared me bad, and then I got comfortable with it. And then after like losing 3 or 4 quads in bodies of water, I'm just like, all right, I need to take a break from flying over water. I'll still do it, but I am way less like ballsy when it's anything involving over water.
I love me some water.
And
Always.
like the one I lost in the pond at Joe Knoll, that was like the worst one because I like took off as soon as I got over the water, it just went static. And I did get the GoPro back from that one when they drained it and some kid found it and mailed it to me. But I did not get the quad back, and that was the prototype from the Sting EV1, like my first ever prototype frame. Yeah, fly or tuck, I'm not scared of water that's recoverable, like a little stream or a little pond that I can easily get it out of, or a fountain. Like, getting a quad wet, like 99% of the time, if you just take it out, unplug it, rinse it with fresh, clean water, and then let it dry very, very thoroughly, almost everything will come back. Sometimes you lose the camera, but like, it's rare that anything else gets killed in the water. So like water and electronics doesn't even scare me anymore. I went through a phase where I was trying to waterproof not because I was afraid things were gonna die, because I'd already figured out that they just don't, but because I wanted to be able to like crash in water, pull a quad out, shake it off, plug it in and fly, and not have to wait a couple of days for it to fully dry.
Yeah, that's a good way to go, Steve. That's what we do out here in Colorado. Use conformal coating to keep the iron dust out.
That totally makes sense. I can see that. Yeah, it's not about the water. It's about what's in the water, like the contaminants. I learned that lesson at like doing a DR1 race. Me and Poooh both crashed in the LA River at the Sepulveda Dam at the exact same time. He pulled his quad out and rinsed it with bottled water and set it in the sun to dry. I just set mine in the sun to dry. His was fine and flew later in the day. Mine grew fungus on every piece of metal in it, and it's not really fungus. It was just like deposits and weird things from the contaminated water, and everything on it completely died. So yeah, it's really important to rinse it at the very least. And conformal coating can help to keep, metal particulate and stuff off of the boards. All right, up next, 661 found the perfect FPV bando. Oh, we got some DVR up in here. Wait, oops, I didn't mean to pause you. Yes, the LA River definitely causes cancer in the state of California.
Thought about going swimming in it once. The mere thought caused me to get.
Oh, I went wading in the LA River to get my quad back. I have been plenty of splashing. That didn't make me sick, though. What did get me was wading around in the pond at Joe Knoll, because there was a dead turtle in it, and I got the beaver fever, and I have never been sicker in my life. It was 2 weeks of hell.
Is this like recorded from the screen of the under FPV?
Yeah, it's like DVR footage. Anyways, you know what really sucked? We were in New Orleans the weekend before last, and we had a guy who was our aerial camera guy, and he sunk a Matrix 600 with a red Epic on it into the Lake Pontchartrain in the middle of it.
That sucks.
Oh, man.
there should be
Sure, you probably went swimming for it though.
No, we had New Orleans PD looking for it, but they never found it. I mean, it was a red Epic camera with I think maybe $10,000 or $12,000 lens on it, and the Patrice 600. Neither one of them was ever hooked up.
Did he have insurance?
Yeah, the production company had insurance on it.
Hawkeye FPV asks how hard is it for wait, hang on. Let me get this. Say a pilot was in Atlanta. How hard is it to get to fly with the Atlanta crew? Well, that's why. So it's not impossible to just come out and fly with us, and we do fly with people all the time. The question is, like, how likely is it that we're gonna actually be flying, etc. And I can't say. It just depends, because you may come through town and we'd be out of town, or it could be raining, or we could just be busy. But shoot us a message, and if we are flying and, you know, a bunch of people are getting together, then it's entirely possible it'll be like, hey, come meet us here. I've met many a people that way, just passing through Atlanta and coming to Rip. I've made some good friends that way, like Matt, one of my friends that flies for British Airways. He just showed up and was like, hey, I've got an Atlanta overnight. Can I come fly with you guys? Like, yeah, come on. And now, like, every time he comes through Atlanta, he comes and flies with us. But he swapped planes and is no longer, he doesn't get the Atlanta overnights anymore. So I hadn't seen him in a minute.
Back when you were a pilot, Stingy, and I assume you did FPV at the same time, even if it was just...
I did. That was like, I mean, I flew for the bulk of me growing my channel. I was also working as an airline pilot. Whoa! What up, man? Dang!
Oh, you got one?
I got one right now.
How far are you on it?
I just opened this one.
I can freeze that one.
It's all good. Just put it in the fridge, yeah.
You already had
Mike surprising me with the house beers, scaring the crap out of me.
Are there any exceptions for the actual pilots themselves as far as FAA regulations? Like, could you take a go bag in the cockpit with you so you don't have to worry about your...
I mean, what exceptions to what do you mean?
Well, like, you know how you're not supposed to have certain things on a plane. I mean, well, no, never mind. I'm getting confused. You're not supposed to check your lipos. You can take them as carry-on.
Yes. Yeah, so carrying like quads and stuff was never a problem. Like tools, pilots are subjected to the same like limitations, which is 6 inches, and most of our tools are well below 6 inches. The other thing is liquids. That's the one where pilots really do get exemption. Like you can carry as much liquids as you want if you're a crew member in uniform. So. All right, and that is it. Did everybody get their links ready to submit? Because we are just about to add in some more videos. I got to come over here and edit it. So get your links copied, and submissions are live. Get in there, XJet. Give me some New Zealand love.
Just started compiling. I may not get it in time.
All right, and we're cut off.
I'll stick some mountains up.
Dang, we got a bunch of submissions this time around. Oh, I see New Zealand. That's funny. That's hilarious. I like called for XJet to post some New Zealand love, and look at this right here. XJet, New Zealand. I love it. Okay. Where were we at? We just played this one. And so up next is Tannered 1-Pack.
Hey, Stingy, where you stick one of these at? I'll stick one up from the mountains here in Colorado.
What now? It's right here on Discord. If you've made it to the voice chat, it is literally the channel right above the voice chat channel is where the submissions are. But I've already shut it off for the submissions. Guess what I got this week in the mail besides my fresh batteries? Well, no, the Stingy frames haven't gotten here yet. I'm hoping that they show up tomorrow. But I finally got my prototype motors. I've been waiting on these for so freaking long. I'm gonna keep them private for right now, but it's not gonna be long before there are some new Stingy motors on the market. Dude, this guy's ripping. This spot kind of reminds me a little bit of the trailer park here in Atlanta, which is no longer with us.
Been meaning to ask, you got like a swag page or anything like that? I haven't even looked at it.
If you look, if you're watching on YouTube, you should look below and you'll see all of the Teespring stuff, like the my Power Loop shirt, the Stinger Swarm shirts, the little barcode disable or like pit mode shirts, as well as some other stuff there that you can find. I don't have the only place to get the koozies right now is through signing up on my Patreon. Yeah, that's pretty much all I've got going swag-wise these days.
Will you have the...
And the XR hat.
Yeah, no Stinger Swarm hats available anywhere right now. The hat Daniel made for me just really spoiled me. It was so freaking sweet and like perfect, and like we went, like I picked out exactly the hat that I wanted and everything, and I have a hard time wanting to get a hat that I'm not sure about the quality with. Maybe I'll make a Teespring hat and see what I think about the quality, or maybe some other like drop ship service, and kind of check it out and see if I can find a quality hat that I like. Oh man,
I got the gray one, the XR one.
yeah. What? Oh, God. Mouse games.
Back when you did Hat of the Month, I picked that up. I love that.
Yep, that was the only way that it was ever available. Actually, I take that back. I also took a few with me to International Open. So if you saw me, there are a couple people that got one at International Open. Monkey FPV with Scratch in the Sun.
It has a Spanish song, but...
I was just about to say, I was like digging the harmonica.
Speaking of flying over water, this is salt water. So...
Oof. Getting frisky.
Where's this at, Monkey? That's awesome.
He's near, like 30 minutes from my house.
Oh, God.
Punta Carnero. It's called Punta Carnero. It's really awesome.
I was just talking to Steele this week, Monkey, about maybe coming down and seeing your ass.
Dude, that would be amazing.
Mm-hmm. We're kind of looking at, we want to take a big trip somewhere, whether it's South America, Europe, Australia. I don't know what it's going to be, but it's going to be me and him and a couple other people that we've been talking to. And
Dude, that would be amazing.
yeah, I think South America would be a blast.
There's some great places here.
Sting, you and the boys should all make your own little spin-off of Rotor Riding. Call it like Rotor Raiders or something.
Oh.
Be like an off-brand soda, like the time my mom bought me Mountain Lightning instead of Mountain Dew.
And Sync FPV, it's not that I skipped you. The order of the video submissions appears different on everybody's personal page. When they come in that rapidly, they don't show up in the same order for everybody. So I promise I didn't skip you. It's going to get played. That's just the order for me. I'll make sure I didn't personally skip one when I go and look at it. But yeah.
Monkey, your goggles on your drawing look almost like the DJI.
Right. Some people say they look like the UART.
Dude, the colors on this video are just popping. The ocean, green, and blue sky.
Tell you what, Monkey, you got some balls to fly that far out over water, especially with all the currents around those.
Crossfire for the win.
And when I say current, I don't mean the water current. I mean the friggin' like wind current when it splashes up
Yeah.
the rocks. That's nuts.
Yeah.
XJet's just like, water. This is just stressing him out.
Too wet for me.
Monkey, what are the water temps like down there? Are they actually pretty?
Yeah, they're pretty good, man. It's like, I don't know.
You get it down.
It's like,
Hey, what up, Quad 3D? Magnetic water, he says.
Yeah.
If you don't want to end up in the water, then one thing you should never do is chase RC boats. That is guaranteed to put you in the water. Have you ever tried to chase an RC car? Like, it's so hard to judge how high you are off the ground. You always clip the ground. So with the RC boat, it's the same problem, but on water.
I was following a wave runner. And you know, you see how they have a big, like, they shoot
The
up
rooster
into the
tail.
water also.
Yeah.
Yeah, the rooster tail. Yeah, that hit me.
I agree, Mighty Thor. If it wasn't for XJet, I would have been very slow in my learning process for sure. He definitely helped me out early on because I started with fixed wing, and I watched a ton of XJet videos getting into this. All right, so up next we got Alden Hauser, Devil's Gate, Heaven So Far. Okay, that title's just too long. But yeah, let me just double check. All of these are played. Yeah, I didn't miss you, bro. That's a pretty gnarly looking dam.
Damn.
Yeah, I agree. Lick. I don't know how to say your name, but when you're flying over water, it can be one of the rougher RF environments because the water at that shallow angle just works as a reflecting surface, and you get tons of multipathing. So it is not the best RF environment necessarily.
And just like the guy from last Props and Popcorn, when the water's glass, you can't judge how far high up.
Yep. All right, Sync. I'll check. I guess maybe I did miss it. Graffiti Gallery. I thought I played that one. I'll check. If I missed it, I'll get it. Don't worry.
Have you tried a hardware upgrade for the Fusion one?
Hardware? No, they have not sent me one of those. Not yet, anyways.
I'm still using the Fusion as my daily driver.
Yeah, I hadn't really been following it that closely. Like I've just been busy with the house and everything, and I did see something in the beta testers chat about hardware.
Yeah, it's gonna be a $10 module that you can do it yourself. Put it.
I'm not sure that they've even sent those out to the beta testers just yet.
No,
I think they're still working on it.
I think they send it to leave you. No,
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they don't send it to me. I'm not the best beta tester because I just don't fly often enough anymore. I like that little salute.
You're used to your gear also.
Yeah.
So you know what kV your motors are gonna be?
Let's just say a high KV 6S.
Okay. Okay, like the Min Chan King ones, like 1800 something.
Yeah, like 1800 or so.
Yeah, I fly those. The Min Chan King, those are 1800.
What stator size are they?
203, I think.
220 what?
I have to check.
Swift Duck, it is too late at the moment. We'll see how we do time wise. Something tells me there were a ton of videos in that last round of submissions, so I feel like we're probably gonna be done on submissions for tonight, unfortunately. You know what? I'm gonna do is give you a favor because somebody asked a good question about looking for spots. How do you just look around Google Maps to find spots? There's a couple of tricks. It depends on what you're looking for. For me, looking for office spaces, I use the satellite view and zoom out and then look for really dense areas of development where there's not a ton of trees and then zoom in on it and be like, no, that's like shopping center. Zoom out. Okay, what's in this area? And look for parking lots with a lot of trees. And then once I get that, I focus on, well, are there any interesting aspects of the buildings? If you're looking for bandos, the best thing that you can do is don't use the satellite view. Bandos are almost always along railroad tracks because it's old infrastructure where they used to have manufacturing in these small towns, or they used to have a dairy plant, or they used to have these things, and all of those relied on old infrastructure, either railroads or rivers. So look along your rivers and look along your railroads, and that's where you're going to find your old bandos in the city that you're in. So there's my little spiel on looking for spots on Google Maps. All right. And now...
Dun, 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 dun.
Wait. Okay, perfect bando, yes. Oh, okay, yeah, I did miss 2 videos. You guys are right. I just screwed up. And so we got LadyLick and Sync FPV. I skipped you guys. We got this. All right, so up next is LadyLick with Lines, Bando Freestyle, Armiton, Rooster. Man, plugging all them competitors. I like Armiton. They're good guys. Yeah, Mighty Thor, urban exploring, Google searches are a good way to find out if there are spots. But the problem is that urban explorers don't tend to share their locations. They'll post tons of pictures, but they won't say where it's at. And so you'll be able to find the pictures of it and be like, there's something out there, but it's hard to find a location from most of those posts. Much in the same way that seeing a bando flown in Detroit, they're not, you know, Drew's not going to tell you where his bandos are necessarily because he doesn't want a million people showing up and flying it. Dude, what freaking city are you in, Lady Lick? You've got some of the best damn bandos. That might be where I need to take my next trip, is to come and see your ass. Like, for real. I'm watching the chat, waiting to find out where you're at.
The Google Earth hunt begins.
I need to make like a special animation for when I go and sub somebody. Like, this guy has, you got me, buddy. We're gonna get him over. All right. Lady Lick FPV. You're at 295 subs. I just subbed. Let's at least get him over 300. That's only 5 more subs, guys. Seriously.
Viking.
I think that he ought to be at least at 500 by the end of the night, but I mean, I can only do so much.
Who are we talking?
I guess it's Lady Lick. I feel like that's I feel like I'm saying it wrong, but I don't know how else to say it.
Lady League. Okay.
LE_TI_.
Okay, I got it.
He says he's from Novi Sad, Serbia, Eastern Europe.
Ah, Eastern Europe. Yep, that makes sense.
And they're at 300 subscribers.
Boom. Nice. All right, now we got Sync FPV. I did eventually get to you, bruh. Graffiti Gallery up next. Dang! Lady Lick already up to 309 now.
I guess that's the stingy way of giving back to the community.
Hey, it's one way, right? Oh man, this is cool.
Booking.
I know. He's trying to show off all this graffiti, and all I see is just colorful blurs. Oh man, he's hitting the tight gaps now.
For a split second, I thought he was inverted.
You're welcome, Lady Lick, man. Ooh, that was close. That was a nice little wall ride. I like how the underside of this bridge has these channels.
Yeah.
Dude, that was tight. That power loop around the rafter in the channel. Dude, he's doing it multiple times. You got that shit on lock. Love it. Tommy got stuck. There was like a similar bridge in LA that he used to fly underneath, and it had like, but it was way high up, and it had similar things, and he got stuck on top of one of the things like before turtle mode, and he had some guy come out with climbing gear, and they shot a line over it, and we're talking like 100, 150 feet off the ground, and they like lifted him up to like pick his quad up off of it. Super, super sketch.
I remember that episode, or at least the part of it where he got.
Yeah. I can't believe that we, like, thinking back to before turtle mode, man. So much. Turtle mode made so many sketchy things so much less sketch.
Oh yeah.
It's definitely made me a lot more ballsy. I mean, it's not a guaranteed thing, but it's way better than it was.
Now, if only they could come up with a version of turtle mode where instead of just activating one side or the other, it activates all four to kind of make you invert hover for a second.
I mean, you could, but I don't think it would work because most of the time when the quad's upside down, at least like one or two of the props are blocked. All right, up next we got X-Jet, New Zealand. Finally getting that New Zealand love in. Got some freshness from Bruce. We need another Bruce FPV vlog. That thing that you made just killed me. I about died laughing watching that. Did anybody else here catch Bruce's FPV vlog?
No.
Oh, you're missing out. That is looking like a beautiful morning with the fog. Got yourself an electric scooter. I love it. Oh my god, an MXP 200. Got that X hover frame. Old school. Not like super old school. I agree. X-Jet does have the best vlogs. Ooh, that was... Oh, it was with the Nays 32. You know what? I actually have a stack of Nays 32s left still. I'm just saving them for a retro build with some like Simon K ESCs. All right, up next, J-Bo, Send It, FPV Freestyle. I love these schools with like bus stop awnings. They end up making for some really nice flying spots a lot of times. Like every time I drive by a school, I'm like, what's their bus stop situation?
As a complete noob, Sting, do you, or I mean, as I'm a complete noob, not you, of course, but do you recommend any type of software for video editing?
What are you working with, a PC or a Mac?
Custom built PC.
So I personally use Final Cut, which is Mac only, but the newest, this would be my suggestion for just about everybody, would be to use the new DaVinci Resolve. The newest version of DaVinci is free to use, and I think that Final Cut was the easier software editing platform to use over Premiere, and it is equally powerful. And DaVinci Resolve brings the ease of use of Final Cut to PC and Mac, and it's free. So I would check out DaVinci Resolve if I were you. And dude, thank you, Sync, for the $5. Of course, I always try to get to everybody's video. Thanks for letting me know that I had accidentally skipped you. Was not intentional.
After watching his video, it's understand why he was so determined to get you.
Right? For sure. Nice. Yeah, I would be really tempted to use DaVinci Resolve. I may check it out at some point, like if I decide to get away from Macs, and just build my own PC the next time around, computer-wise, I might be willing to switch to DaVinci Resolve. I kind of messed around with Premiere to see if I could do that, and I was like, no, I am not bothering to learn this. It's just too far different.
But is it true that you can't export above 1080p? That
For Resolve, I don't know.
You can,
What now?
in the free version, you can't. You have to buy the studio version.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know that was a limitation.
sounds
But I mean, if you're just starting out, it's not bad to be limited to 1080p. That's really not that big of a deal. And then, you know, if you've got a following, it might be worth it to pay for the upgrade.
Yeah, to be fair, I just didn't want to have to load up raw footage from my Mobula 7HD. So, you know.
I love that Mobula 7 HD. I got one of those and I fly the crap out of it.
I got it figuring it'd be a good starter after I nearly decapitated my arm with a drone that I had got.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I've looked into building a Hackintosh a couple of times, but just never pulled the trigger on it. I don't know why. I think this time around was, in the past, I always used a Mac. I had an iMac before. And this time around, if you could see what's on my desk, I've got a MacBook Pro and then just a nice Thunderbolt hub and a 4K monitor. So when I'm home, I edit on the 4K monitor, but I have the ability to edit when I'm traveling. Because when I got the MacBook, I was on the road like every single month for Quad Camp, and I needed something that I could work with mobily. Ooh, we got something from Frank Sarfino, Tacos Hum 6S. Speaking of that China hobby line. Nice. Oh, XJet says that the free one, the free DaVinci does 4K. I don't know. I've not actually used it, so I can't say.
I was about to ask you if the DaVinci was pretty intuitive, or does it need a bit of...
I mean, they're all gonna need a bit of learning ultimately, and like if you want to get good at any of them, you're gonna have to learn and like work to memorize shortcuts. Like I use the hell out of keyboard shortcuts when I'm editing, because it's just so much faster to work and like cut and chop and trim and you know, jumping between different like views, whether I'm working on color grading, I have like one set of things that I look at, or if I'm working to cut it, I don't know, you have to like develop your own workflow, and there is no editing software in the world that you're going to be able to jump into and edit efficiently off the bat. You're going to have to learn it and like grow into it.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I think Hackintoshes are a great way to go if you're working with a desktop. The problem is with laptops these days, and it's not just Apple anymore. If you look at the Surface laptops, everything's built so customized on such custom boards to fit into the casing and around the battery that like there's... the argument between a MacBook and a PC laptop is just kind of moot to me. If you're getting a laptop that can run high-end like video editing software, then you might as well be getting a MacBook to run it. They all gonna be expensive. Frank, your color grading's looking good. X just says Windows Movie Maker rules. I think my first like video or 4 that I did were just in iMovie on the on my iMac. Oh yeah, I know. So plenty of those PC gaming laptops would be great for video editing. I agree. But once you get into like gaming laptops, you're basically in the price range of a MacBook or a MacBook Pro, which can run Final Cut or DaVinci Resolve. I am a bit of an Apple fanboy, but I gotta admit, like, the stuff just works well. Like, it integrates, all my text messages are on the computer. And if you're an iPhone user, you know this. If you text somebody, if you meet a girl and you text her for the first time and the messages are green, you're like, oh, so disappointing. Like, iMessage is so much better than text message on every level. You know that all your pics that you get from her are just going to be blurry pieces of crap because they're coming over SMS.
What kind of pics, Stingy? What kind of bird?
I mean, the kind that you want to be sharp and crisp.
Good man.
I've not had a problem with the butterfly keys. I did have the... So before I had my MacBook Pro, I had like one of the first MacBooks that was had the butterfly keyboards, and it was not as nice as the new one. The butterfly keyboard doesn't really faze me. I got used to it, and it just works. Real quick, up next, Jason Bennett Space Shuttle chase footage. But the touch bar, I could take or leave the touch bar, honestly. It is handy in that you just like put your finger down and you can swipe for the brightness and the volume. I like those things on it. But yeah, everything else on the touch bar. I wanted to like the touch bar. I am such an Apple fanboy. I was trying to like that touch bar, but it just is not functional in enough applications.
I don't know. I think it works pretty good in like all Adobe products, literally.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Maybe because I have used Lightroom and Photoshop for so long before it, like I've never even looked at what the touch bar is doing in those. And I don't use any of their video editing. At first, there were a couple of tools that were handy in the touch bar that I hadn't been using in Final Cut, but then I quickly learned, because when I'm editing, I'm at my desktop and this doesn't have a touch bar, and so there were a couple of tools that were on the touch bar that I got to rely on, and then once I got the 4K monitor and everything set up, I was like, wait, what are those tools and how do I use them with a keyboard shortcut? And now I don't even use it. I will say that the fingerprint reader is really nice with the password management. So like I go to a site that needs me to log in, I just have to reach across and put my fingerprint on the thing and scan the fingerprint and go.
Yeah, I like it.
Exactly. The real J10 asked, the real question is, how do you like your crappy Windows OS on your gaming laptop? Gotta agree. Yes, the MacBook does still have a headphone jack.
What goggles are you currently using?
What, like FPV goggles? And it is detachable. Somebody said, is he going to make it detachable in the future? And we have got separation. That is pretty sick. I dig that. You asked what goggles I'm using?
Yeah, for FPV.
I'm rocking the HDOs, and depending on the day, I've been switching back and forth between the rapid fire and the fusion, in all honesty. There's a lot to love about the fusion, but there's still a lot to love about the rapid fire. I wish the fusion had been a rapid fire killer, but I can't say that it has been in my book. Sorry, Trappy. I love a lot of the stuff that he does. That I will say, the Tango 2 may very well be a FR Sky killer.
Have they got the Bluetooth functioning yet for Crossfire?
Crossfire to Fusion, it's actually not going to be Bluetooth, it's going to be Wi-Fi.
Got it.
Which I honestly feel like is a bit of a... what is that, Alex Grieve? No, it just kind of looks like him. That was a pretty sick project there. "507 says FR Sky is an FR Sky killer."
That's true.
All right. I don't know why this one is popping up like this, making me do it in YouTube instead of a thing. Hang on a second. I gotta get out of... All right. Give me just a second. Yeah, it's weird that it didn't have that. All right. Calico Basin. I know where this is. This is out there in Vegas from Nin 3Rs all day. Now this is a spot where Tommy put a quad on top of the mountain.
Yeah, I remember that one. He was 600 feet under.
I agree, Swift Duck. I love my A50s. I don't even remember. Is this Astro? That's right. That's it. Makes them Astro A50s. I had some Turtle Beaches in the past, and I tried to use a Turtle Beach headset when I got into PC gaming, and it was the worst piece of crap ever. I returned it like the next day and went with the Astro A50s. Turtle Beach used to be really good, but the newest, the ones that I tried a year or so ago were... John Block, I have been, I haven't been hitting the gym because I frankly hate gyms. There's no place on the earth that I would want to be less than at a gym. But I have been running a lot, and I have been lifting weights at the house, and I've been doing like push-ups and sit-ups and burpees and all sorts of calisthenics and intermittent fasting and keto, and yeah, I've been doing a lot trying to get healthier. So thank you for noticing. Your props suck, dude. My props are great. Ooh, okay. Favorite wheat beer? I do a lot of IPAs. Like I'm doing an IPA tonight. I would probably not even go with a wheat. I would probably pick like a Belgian quad. I did like a whole tour around Belgium. Went to West Vleteren. If you know what that is, then like fist bump. And the 100% sugar keto diet is what XJet's doing. Yeah, I'm off the keto at this point, drinking IPAs. I did it for about a month and a half, and I kind of want to do it again, but honestly, it felt like it was more frustration than it was worth. Like I was losing weight before keto, and I felt like during keto, the weight loss was the same, and I didn't really feel that much better. I am still doing like pretty low carb diet for the most part, but I just quit beating myself up over like having beer or something here and there. Yeah, some German Hefeweizen. There's nothing like the, oh my God, Hofbrauhaus. Yeah, Hofbrau, the Hefeweizen. That is some good stuff. Oh, that's awesome, XJet. Yeah, I'm like about 4 pounds short of being 50 pounds of total weight loss since like my heavy. Yeah, I'm kind of with you, John. I think keto is really good to do, like, do it temporarily and then kind of take a break.
Hey, Kevin, a little bit of a screen problem right now.
Wait, what's that?
It looks like there's, it's hanging out.
Hit refresh. Mine was doing that too. I just reloaded.
Yeah, I was about to say mine ain't got no problems over here.
This looks like the same spot that, or a similar thing to the place that Nurk did a video.
It is. This is the same building. This is the St. Louis City Museum.
Nice.
It is one of the best places on planet Earth. Like, this is one of my favorite places in all St. Louis.
I love the fact that they are so down to let people fly it. Like, that's cool as hell to me. Like, I'll go and pay to get in one day just because they've been so cool to FPV.
We have raced tiny whoops in this.
That would be a great place for it.
By the way, congrats, Stingy. I just noticed you're up to 50 patrons.
That's weird. I had to refresh my my comments, like, screwed up. Yeah, anybody that's saying that the stream is paused, I'm gonna comment. Refresh.
I think my favorite place in all of St. Louis is the Central House.
You know, it's weird. I don't think I have a favorite place in St. Louis. I've spent so much time in so many cities, like almost every major city, especially east of the Mississippi, I have a favorite spot. But St. Louis, I've only been there once or twice.
You should totally come down, or come up here, I should say. We've got a good group of guys that I fly with, and yeah, we have fun.
Nice.
Now, St. Louis had never picked up a new football team for the stadium, right?
Not yet. Whatever that new football league is, it's like, I don't know what it's called, but it's like, St. Louis has a team for it. It's called the Battlehawks, which I think is kind of dumb, but whatever. It's not NFL or
All right, I was just checking to see how many videos we got and making sure we're going to be able to make it through. There's only 10 left. I think we're going to make it, so. Up next is Audio Geek. Chasing a fixed wing is so much fun. You know, I gotta agree. Chasing fixed wing planes is fun. Hanging out with the flight test guys and doing that is a blast. I was just yesterday. Me and Steele went down to the Cinegear. It's like a movie making convention down at Pinewood Studios, the movie studios south of Atlanta. And on the way back, we were watching a bunch of flight test videos and seeing what those guys have been up to lately. And man, they've always got some cool plane chasing going on.
Yeah, I get to chase hang gliders here in Colorado a lot.
Yeah, I think I was supposed to go to the Senegal Expo, but cause I know I got the invite for it, but I don't think I decided to go, and it's probably over with by now. So.
Stingy, when are we gonna get to see you do that split S over the railing you were talking about in your last little walkthrough of your new place?
Oh, the short answer is I just don't know. So I know that I've got a few tiny whoops that I'll be able to fly around the house, but none of the brushless tiny whoops that I have will be able to pull that off. They don't recover from the split S's very well. I need to take my Mobula 7 HD apart and figure out what's going on with it. Last time I flew it, I had a crash, and after the crash, the video, it's just transmitting black. So I don't know if I killed the Caddx turtle that was in it, or if like I've just got a broken connection somewhere. I got to take it apart and kind of sort that out. But as soon as I can get the Mobula 7 HD back online, there will be footage of me doing that for sure. Maybe I kind of need to finish getting all my clothes put away in my bedroom first so that it doesn't look like a total slob lives here.
What batteries do you run on your Mobula 7 HD?
The 3S, I don't know how many milliamp hour, like maybe, like, they're pretty small. I run 3S on it though. Are they like 450s? Something like that? Does that sound right?
I bought mine, I found a whole bunch on Amazon, and I bought like a 4-pack. They're 300 milliamp,
Yeah, they may be 300s. I forget. I know they're small. 661, I agree. Brushed is greater than brushless. Oh man, Lady Lick, have a good night. Thanks for staying up late and hanging out with us.
By the way, I love the animation for when people do stuff on your...
The zombie is just the Streamlabs default. I need to fix it so that the zombie doesn't show up anymore. I fixed most of them, but I missed the super chat. I didn't realize how much super chats I was going to be getting. That one definitely needs to be changed, and the subscribe needs to be changed.
It's perfect, dude. Halloween's coming up.
You know what? You're right. It is perfect for that. But that's what I'll do between now and actually the next time I stream. I'm gonna get some more Halloween themed animations. What are my favorite props? Okay, I gotta say that I really like the S3, S4. I haven't tried the S5s yet, but I really like the ethics props. But I think that my favorites might actually be the 5.1 inch line of V1S from HQ. Like, I really like the 5.1, everything from 3.1 to 4.6 pitched. tri-blades. They're all good at just different scenarios that I use them in. Neck's getting stiff. Do I love or hate flying juicy? I don't. Not a fan of the word, don't use it. Pilot in command, flying at an abandoned mall, FPV freestyle. Thank you for the new follow. Woo! That's right. If you really love what I'm doing here, then the best way to support that is to go over there and become a patron on Patreon. Not only can you join and get access to the Discord, I'm gonna be adding some more customization now that I have finally gotten this move to a stable situation. But if you sign up at the $15 level, you can get yourself a Stinger Swarm koozie, as well as join for the Part 107 course. I will be doing a makeup stream this week to make up for the last missed stream last week. And Thursday nights every week, I do a meetup and go over some aspect of the Part 107 course. The goal is that if you sign up, you can do 1 month, and in 1 month get enough information to go and pass your 107 written exam. If you don't know, I used to be an airline pilot. I've got a background as a flight instructor, ground instructor. Like, I know that stuff like the back of my hand. And I'm confident that I'm going to be able to help you pass your written exam. I helped several people back in the quad camp days get through their Part 107, and I'd be happy to help you as well. So if you're looking to take your 107 exam, it's a freaking steal to do your 107 with me. It's $50, and you're gonna get to go and knock it out in basically a month. Whereas most of the courses that you sign up for online are more like the $150 to $250 level. So. Yeah, why wouldn't you do your 107 with Stingy? Is this the Bando Mall in Macon? So, I'm sorry, it looks so much like it, but like every abandoned mall looks the same, and I'm just not sure.
Yeah, so this mall is just kind of in the northern part of St. Louis. We couldn't get inside of it.
Gotcha.
Because it was all boarded up and signs said no trespassing, and we didn't want to, put the FPV community in a bad light, so we just made do with flying around the.
That's probably a good plan. There's abandoned mall just like this in Macon, and I went to fly it with Steel, and we walked all around it, and it was boarded up, and decided. We found one entrance that was open, and we decided to try to, Steel stepped in, and as soon as he stepped in, there were lights, and the cop car pulled up, and they took our IDs, and they were like, "We ever catch you back here, you're getting violated for trespassing." And I was like, "All right, yes sir, never be back." So yeah.
You're getting violated for trespassing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, like some of the areas that were boarded up, the boarding was gone. So could we have walked in? Yes, but like I said, we didn't want to risk.
This one is easy FPV with FPV freestyle. I'm gonna leave that one blocked for you, Cheddar. The only things that we watch are videos that are submitted through the Discord chat. And it's only open for brief windows. You got to hop on the live stream early on, or somewhere around the middle mark. I usually open it up for a second submission, but we've already got all the submissions that are going to be played tonight. So sorry, bruh. Come back next week. Post them up. We're an equal opportunity playback.
even look at the clock. But then my mind does a full 180 when you hit that door and start to walk away. Maybe it's the way God made me. Maybe it's just a mental block. All I know is I'm gonna be waiting with the deadbolt unlocked. Where do you go? Where do you go? I said, where do you go? Where do you go? 'Cause there's only so much I can do. Keep me from thinking. I said, where do you go? Where do you go?
Yeah, I agree. Dividing by 0, and that was helpful too because it was another place, different city. We were just like, we ran into the cop and we are like, yeah, we won't ever be back, and I won't ever try to get into that spot again.
Yeah, it's one of those things where, sometimes you can play the game where it's better to do it and ask for forgiveness and ask for permission. But
Yeah.
when people show up and say, it's time to get out of here, don't give them any love. Just get up.
Oh yeah, that's what we do. It's always, I'm always super friendly with any security guard that comes up. The only time I give them a hard time is if they're just jerks, and I have had, like, honestly, in 6 years, however many years it's been of doing this, there's been like 3, maybe 4 times where a security guard was not nice to me, and but most of the time they come up and I'm just like, hey, I'm Kevin, and I introduce myself and I'm friendly, and if they're like, you can't fly here, I'm like, okay, we'll get out of here, and it's no big deal. And half the time if they're like really friendly and they're like, you can't fly here, I'll be like, really? But really? And like talk my way into staying. So like if you're just super friendly and nice to people, people will be nice back. That's just human nature. That's my take anyways. Oh, dude! What the hell? How did you end up with the fire out of that? What went wrong? Hang on, I'm gonna watch my own stream to try to see if I can figure out what. That doesn't even make sense. I don't know how you ended up with the fire, bro. Alright, the Mighty Thor, Bartow Motocross. Oh, Norway B, thank you for the donation. The super chat, bruh.
I had a fire similar to that once on individual ESCs in the arms. They were the old HCU props, and they were DC props. They bent down and struck the ESC on the arm, and that's when the fire.
Thank you, Stefan. I am digging the new setup. Whoa, we got like all blue in the background. That just somehow, it's scrolling through all the stuff. I don't know how it randomly ended up with all blue at once.
Pride, Stingy, it brings out pride.
I gotta figure out how to update the firmware on the lens. Apparently there's a firmware upgrade for the lens that I use, the Sigma 20mm, and I have no idea what has to be done to update the firmware on it. I've had several lenses that get firmware updates, so you just put like a file on the SD card. But like the Sigma lenses, they had like a special dock that you had to buy, but this one doesn't need that. But they say you need like a special third-party program. I don't know. I'm gonna have to Google that tomorrow or something. I'm digging this jam. Ah, that, so we have reports on what started the fire. We now know what started the fire. Man, that is dating myself. If you get that song reference, you old too. The fire was started because the leads on his capacitor got shorted out. Yep. We didn't start the fire. It was always burning because the capacitor broke off. It's hard to sing a different song when there's like a song playing.
Where can you go to source songs for your videos? Is there a website that just has them that you can use?
Google YouTube music policy. That's the if you're not trying, if you're just using stuff to like, if your only goal is to share your videos and get it out there in the world, which is 99% of FPV pilots, just use the YouTube music policy site. And anything that you happen to be listening to that you want to use, just use it. Like type it in and it will tell you that song gets blocked in 200 countries, or that song you can use and it'll be monetized by the copyright holder. And if it's monetized by the copyright holder, that doesn't affect you. You need 1,000 subs before you can even monetize your channel anyways. So like, just let them have it for now and use the best music. Like, that's the thing to do. If you have a bigger channel and you like, I don't know, 2,000 to 5,000 or more subs, and you want to monetize your playbacks, then I personally use MusicBed because they've got, in my opinion, better selection of music, stuff that I actually like listening to. And it's weird. Like I'll upload a video and then my video gets blocked by YouTube, but then MusicBed goes in through the back end and gets my video unblocked. But it's expensive. Like I spend $30 a month on my MusicBed subscription, and it's based on the number of subscribers that you have. So if you have like 2,000, I don't know how much it is, but it's not $30.
I just know with the Mobula 7 HD, it records sound while you fly, so I know the props are very annoying, and I didn't want just a silent.
That is understandable. Up next is Bergman FPV ripping, what is that? Scotch Creek. See, I like this jam. My computer keeps reminding me I gotta put the trash cans out tonight. Gotta remember to put the trash out.
That's cool. New place, new schedule.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I used Epidemic Sound for a little bit, but it was meh. MusicBed, I like a lot. I found a lot better music on there. Thanks for coming out, J-Town. XJ says in Soviet Union, trash cans put you out. Dude, that's like a throwback to some old school Saturday Night Live jokes right there. Quad 3D, we'll catch you next time. Come by on Thursday night for the Part 107 stream. We got to chat and get you hooked up into the Part 107 course, my dude. Say hello. Meow. Oh, dude, Easy FPV. That's awesome, man. Did you win the Forged Carbon Frame on Bot Grinders live stream? Were you the winner from that? I feel bad. Like, I know that you hit him up and were like, hey, I hadn't gotten it yet, but they just hadn't shipped. But all of them shipped out, so I'm going to assume that that was the way that you won it. Sweet, fist bump. I'm hoping to get mine either tomorrow or Tuesday and get to work building the Stinger Swarm builds that I'm doing. I feel like a supervillain in the corner of the screen just petting a cat.
Yeah, with the rainbowish colors. In there.
Here, good. Oh, yeah. That's my beer. Okay, let me get a towel.
You ever pet pussy?
That is funny as hell.
Cat committed alcohol abuse.
That's what I get for trying to force the cat to be a star. Spilt beer. All right. Let's grab the next one. Up next. Oh no. All right. Up next, we have Morgan FPV Nana. Wait, is this looks like Maddie's Star Wars Forest thing.
That's fucking hilarious.
We ain't playing no Mr. Steve videos up in here.
Ain't no steel here, man. What you talking about?
Dude, yeah. I got Jumper came in and was being all loud, Steel, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna pick him up, and I was like petting him, and I decided to like poke him in the camera, and he knocked my beer over. Shame. Yeah, dude, this so looks like the spot Maddie flies.
On an off topic there, Stingy, I finally heard back from the Underground FPV guys.
Oh yeah, what's the word on your Nirvana order?
I should have a tracking number by the end of next week. He said that there was some issues with their stickers. I'm not sure of the validity on it, but I'm choosing to believe.
Are you telling me that they made you wait on your $200 radio because of a sticker so that their branding could show up on it?
To that effect,
Dude, that sucks.
especially since I ordered it in March.
Yeah. I wish, oh man. Well, I'm glad that you're going to get it. I do think that the Nirvana is a nice piece of hardware. I can't suggest people buy it at this point. Like, it just sucks because, like, I like it as a piece of hardware. But I also feel like it's going to get surpassed with some other things that are coming to the market soon. Thank you for the beer money, Haas. Cheers, my dude.
Well, it's one thing if you want to buy it, you can get it through Amazon and other retailers. Just don't go through their straight order.
Oh, yeah?
Because I've known people.
Well, that's the thing, though, is that if you don't go through their website, if you don't order the Underground FPV version, then you don't get working firmware for it. So if you buy it through Banggood or Amazon, then you have to go and pay them like $35 or something to get access to their firmware for it that works. Like, it's just a jank setup all around. Oh, dude, Peckerwood. Bob Davis is up in this piece. Peckerwood FPV. We got Reno. How you doing? Where are you at, Bob? Why are you not in the voice chat, my dude?
I'll keep you updated on whether or not I actually get a tracking.
I hope you do. And I hope you love it, honestly. In all honesty, it's a... Yeah. I mean, I modded the shit out of mine before I was really happy with it. But I'm kind of like that with every radio. Like, literally, I got the Tango 2 in the mail, and that night I had it apart and was changing shit around on it. And there's other stuff that I want to change to it too, but I can't until I'm done with the beta testing.
As in relief, when I didn't think I was going to get the Nirvana, I picked up a Jumper T16, and I actually...
You know, I really wanted to get on the Jumper T16, but I knew that the Tango 2 was coming, and I kind of held off on that. I'm not sure. I may still get a T16 to kind of mess with as well. I feel like it's a pretty good option. I'm just so sick of FR Sky. I don't want to deal with FR Sky anymore, frankly.
I'll tell you what. If I do end up getting my Nirvana, I'll send you my...
You'll send what?
I'll send you my Jumper T16.
Dude, you ain't got to do all that. I appreciate it though. Dude, Steel, you missed out. It was a good time flying. We hit like 3 or 4 different spots. Found some new office parks that are basically in between us and John. You've been to one of the ones that we flew today. But yeah. It was a good time. Yeah, why the hell didn't you ever show up, my dude? Where were you at? Peckerwood is here. I guess you just ain't in the chat over there. Yeah, Darkstar, the submissions are cut off. The reason I do that is because I want to, like, it's to incentivize you guys to come in here and hang out for the session, and also that way I'm just not leaving it behind, because if I leave the submissions open all the time, people are going to be posting there nonstop, and then when is the cutoff for like what post to start on? And like at the beginning of the night, people are going to spam it and maybe not even hang out for the stream. So we open it up for just a few minutes and at the beginning of the stream, and that usually gives us about an hour of footage, and then halfway through I'll open it up and that gives us the other hour of footage to finish out the night, and that's it. So the best way to get in and get submitted is to not miss the stream and come hang out, and we watch the videos of the people that are hanging out and watching. So yeah, quit sleeping till fucking 5 p.m. Steel, and then maybe you can get up early enough to go rip.
So did the Pops and Popcorn Bowl make it in the
The popcorn did not make the move. The bowl made the move, but the popcorn I tossed out before moving. You should have seen, like, you would not believe how much crap I had in that little 1-bedroom apartment. Like, everybody that has seen what's in the house now is like, you had all of this and that. It was like a clown apartment. I was straight hoarder status in my little apartment. What are you doing back there? Being all crazy, cat? Chasing ghosts? I think he's like, I think he got wigged out by the LED. He was like smacking at the wall behind me. Ciotti did make it out. He came out and fly. Ciotti came out with his sister-in-law, and Jeff came out, and Tidwell came out, and me and Schizo. Mm-hmm. 661 calling you out, Steel. That was a nice one, Peckerwood. All right, up next we got Flybed FPV. My first dive. This is looking like it's pretty tall. Wait, how many videos we got left? 1, 2. Oh, there's only 3 videos left. All right. I put the trash out. I've had to reduce the reminder from every hour to remind me again in 5 minutes. Because I know if I don't keep having the reminder on, I'm going to forget it. And then we're going to have too much trash for the thing. And I'm going to be screwed. Yeah, you may be old AF, but that ain't even 34, so you can't talk. Gray hair don't equal age.
He's young and he ain't old.
Shit, in a few months I'll be 36 and I've got a few grays coming.
I'm gonna hit 39 in like a month and a half. I can't believe like I'm almost 40. That's just so weird. I don't feel almost 40. I still feel like 20. I don't know. Maybe more like 25. I was pretty dumb at 20.
We all were, Sting. We all.
Yeah. Not that I was like a wise old man at 25, but...
Shoot, at 20, I decided to join the military. I wasn't out until I was 20.
That's crazy that... I don't know. Yeah. Such a life-altering decision to make at such a young age.
There were rough patches, but I wouldn't trade it for the world.
No, I'm not saying that's a bad decision. I'm just saying that that's like everybody, whether you join the military or not, everybody's making decisions at like 18 and 20 years old that have impacts that you have no concept of how big they're going to be. Whether it's having a kid or getting married or going to college and majoring in something, like all that shit has bigger effects than you can imagine at that age. You know what I mean?
But we're 18 and we know everything.
Yeah, exactly. Scooter says it's because of Still's hair he started flying. He's like, if that old man can do it, I can too. Oh, that's classic.
Wow. Man, he gets pretty close on them dives.
I know, that's not bad. That's really good. Yeah, it's not bad. It's really good for a first dive. If this is your first dive spot. And also, cell phone towers are really short. It's not like they're like super tall situations where you got a lot of time to line up with. Like the Pencil Building in Atlanta, you can like get close to it, drift off, get back close to it, all in the same dive. Dude, I gotta say, my reflexes, like I always had good reflexes like growing up as a kid, but then as I got older, they kind of fell off a little bit. But since FPV, my reflexes are back on point. There's never anything that falls within reach that ever makes it out of my reach. I'm like, gotcha. I'm on that shit. Keeping those reflexes highly tuned. All right, we got Brian Maynard, FPV freestyle.
Best dive that I could think of is when Tommy dove that tower in.
Yeah, the Duga dive, I gotta agree. I can't think of a better dive than the Duga dive. And also, that's the first time it's the first time I had seen it, and I am like 99% confident that's the first time anybody had done it. Dove something that was so long that you had to do rolls inside of it in order to stay centered as you go down. That was like the first time, like we knew it was going to be required and we'd even kind of talked about it, but then he fucking pulled it off like first try. It's fucking insane. Yeah.
He is a wicked pilot. I have to give it up.
For sure, he is. Hmm.
Do any kind of dives with the Mobula? Does it have enough power to...
It does. I haven't dove with it, but I've power loop stuff. I've power loop things indoors, like go underneath the table, power loop it, and keep it underneath the ceiling, and it's got plenty of power to pull stuff like that off.
Good to know.
Yeah, split S's for days. Mr. Timmy, my man, I am glad that I am not flying in and out of LaGuardia these days. I don't know what kind of shit show it is, but you know, there's some aspects of the flying that I miss, but dealing with LaGuardia is not one of them. I'm sure that I may have even frustrated you on occasion. Sometimes when it's so busy and I couldn't get a word in edgewise, I would just start keying on all the brakes. Like if you've been around long enough, I can key up just as fast as the controllers. Just start stepping on them. Yeah, I'm sorry. Oh, that was an abrupt end. All right. Last one of the night. We got Snap FPV Peachy Resort Freestyle.
Did Ciati or any of you guys ever get any footage of the crane climb that he did to retrieve a quad a while back?
I know he got the quad back. I don't know if he did anything with the footage. If that's what you're asking?
I saw John post a picture of it. The only thing that reminds me of is when Steele lost his on that radioactive merry-go-round in what was it, War?
Main reason I was asking about goggles earlier, Stingy, is because I started piecing together FPV gear a while ago in preparation for learning, and my goggles are the old Dominator V.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I personally like the HDOs. I know some people prefer the wider angle of the what is it, the HD2s, but the HD2s had blurry edges for me. Everybody's face is different. Some people saw them great, you know, whatever. But so the HDOs are where it's at for me. I like that. Dividing by zero. Humble brag FPV video of the year on the house. I wasn't even thinking about that. I wasn't paying attention to like how epic the house was before, but you're right. It is pretty nice. Man, Brian, I am not picking the music. I'm just going with whatever the people who post the videos have got. Every night we open up the window to submit videos over on Discord for just a few minutes at the beginning and a few minutes once we run out of the videos. And then the stream goes till about 10 p.m. or whenever, give or take. If it ends, if I run out of videos a little bit before 10, I may call it early, or if I've got a few extras and I can hang out, I'll stay here and get through all of them. And we had a few extras tonight, pushing it up till now, and this is going to be the last one of the night. So everybody that's come by, thank you for hanging out and watching the videos, and especially everybody that submitted. You guys are awesome. You know what? Before we do go, I wanna see how my man Lady Lick is doing over here. Let's get this on the other screen now. Lady Lick had a couple of sweet bandos if you missed out earlier. That's LE_TI Lick FPV. Holy cow, we've taken him up from 390 to 290 to 320 subs. So glad to get that dude some subs. If you haven't checked him out and you've missed out his videos earlier on in the stream, go check him out. He's got a lot of killer bando flying on his channel. All right. Steele's going to go OD on some Nick Cage movies. We were talking about Nick Cage and why it is that he has so many good and so many shitty movies. But anyways, oh my God. We're done for tonight. Thank you for coming and checking it out. We will catch you guys on Thursday. We're going to do a part 107 stream and be back here next Sunday night for another props and I can't even talk now. Be back next Sunday night for another popcorn and props. Hope you guys enjoy it, and we will catch you next time. Later.